What's going on, everybody? Johnny Eats here, episode 14, if you can believe it, guys. I'm so excited about today, but first of all, a couple quick shout outs. My man Isaac Stein, principal of Desert Pines, Miss Pauling, thank you so much for letting us in that culinary kitchen last week. You guys were amazing. Those student chefs, guys, were incredible. I see bright futures there. Also, a shout out to Leslie Mosier and the broadcast kids over at Sierra Vista High School. Editing, titles, you guys are killing it too. Thank you so much. And don't forget, Channel 8, we're going to be on Channel 8 Monday, 5 and 6 o'clock news. Check it out. Can't wait for that segment. And I'm just so excited to be here. I couldn't sleep all week waiting for this show. We're here at the Spronk Kitchen, the Spronk Oasis, the Spronk Pond. Yeah. This place is gorgeous. Nikki, take a quick look around. Look at all these beautiful women, gentlemen, hanging out. Gorgeous yard. All right, here we go. We have a big show for you today. We wanted to do some real comfort food, and when I talked to my friend John and my friend Jay here, they said, John, what about some just good old-fashioned grilled cheese? I said, that's cool, but we're gonna spice it up a little bit. So what we have for you today, we have this gorgeous grilled cheese sandwich, good old-fashioned grilled cheese. But there's some key ingredients that we've added to it that are very important. But before we dive into that, I want to talk to these guys for just a second. Jay, why don't you pop on another sandwich for yourself? In the meantime, this is my good buddy. We've known each other a long time, almost 20 years, John Schleifer. This guy, when I think of John, when I think of you, man, not to give you a big head, but work ethic. I remember working with you, working for you. You never left until the work was done, and I really learned a lot from you doing that. But I also noticed that with CrossFit, you really sunk a lot of your life into that, and I'll tell you, the work ethic has to be what drives you. I mean, talk to me a little bit about that. Am I right?
Absolutely. I'll tell you, with CrossFit, my wife discovered it about 6-7 years ago. Obviously, she's a top CrossFit athlete.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
We now have it implemented at CrossFit Courtney, which is the junior high that she works at. Principal Dave Rose here as well.
Dave Rose in the back, Dave. Dave Rose, a legend. In his own mind, mostly, but a legend.
But over the years, obviously, I've gotten into it, and I use that and implement that as part of my work ethic. I never miss workouts. I never miss work. Since you've known me, I'm sure I haven't even missed a day of work for illness. And part of that is staying healthy by eating the good Johnny Eats foods as well.
Absolutely. John, thank you so much for your friendship. Thanks a lot for having us out here today.
Absolutely.
And then I got my man Jay over here. This is his place. Jay, obviously I don't know you as well as John, but it's just a pleasure to be here. Thank you for welcoming me.
You bet. Thanks for coming.
To your place. And every time I see you on CrossFit videos or on Facebook, you're always cheering in the background. You're that big cheerleader, ton of teamwork. You're always preaching that. You have a beautiful home here. Obviously you're successful on and off the gym. Tell me a little bit about teamwork and what that's meant to you and how it got you where you are today.
Well, it's super important to me. I think everybody getting together to a common goal is the key. And for me, it's super easy when we can do it as a team versus an individual. And I use it both inside the gym and outside in my business, and it's got me to where I am today.
That's incredible, man. Well, let's talk a little bit about this grilled cheese first of all. So, like I said, we put a little spin on grilled cheese. First of all, you have to have the good bread. This is brioche bread, very thick, very sweet, excellent. Put a little butter on there, of course.
Absolutely.
You can't do anything without butter. But here's the thing. When you pick your cheeses, you have to make sure it's good quality cheese. So we went with Sorrento cheese from
Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York. Where else? We have a Sorrento cheddar. We have a Sorrento provolone. And here's a little trick. The kick at the bottom that you're going to taste in a second, guys, is Gruyere cheese. Little pricey, but you know how I am with the ingredients. That's a key. Here's the thing. Sliced tomatoes, very thin about that.
Absolutely.
She made sure, she told us thin on the sliced tomatoes, just like in Goodfellas with the onions and the garlic, right?
Right.
And then of course, a little bit of maple bacon, just to top it off. And you guys love bacon. I know you love your protein, right?
Every day.
So,
Every day.
So we have 3 beautiful sandwiches here. We're gonna take a bite. You guys ready for this?
Oh,
check this out,
Can't
guys.
wait. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Look at these Americans. Now, I'm gonna tell you right
I don't
now.
want to get them dirty.
The saltiness of the cheese, the sweetness of the bread, the tomatoes, the nice little crunch of the tomatoes, and this maple bacon. Unbelievable.
perfect crunchiness.
What do you guys think of the grilled cheese?
Oh, this is a 10 out of 10.
The maple
Jay, nice
bacon,
job, John. Excellent.
give a little sweetness.
All right. Nothing goes better with a great sandwich than a nice bowl of soup. Cold day, obviously we have beautiful weather today. Nice cold day. Grab a blanket, grab a book, grab a bowl of soup. One of my specialties, one of my favorites, guys, is broccoli cheese. Very, very careful how you make this though. Obviously you're gonna use your good quality cheddar cheese, heavy whipping cream, some milk, a little chicken stock. Here's a little trick though. You want it, when you taste this, you're going to taste a little bit of Dijon mustard. Just a little dollop of Dijon mustard in there.
Nice.
A little bit of vinegar, red pepper, it's delicious. Carrots, broccoli, unbelievable. The key with the broccoli for me is not too thick, not too chunky. It mixes in there really nicely. You can see that. You guys ready to dip into this?
Let's do it.
All right, let's try this broccoli cheese soup, John. Cheers, guys.
Hey, we would like to have some
Hey.
soup too.
Wow.
Renee and Maddie,
Right.
what's going on, ladies? Whoa, you guys just
Oh my God.
jumped right in there. I love it. All right, so who do we have here? Ladies,
Maddie.
Maddie.
And Renee.
Maddie's a Sprung Pond family member.
Okay.
Renee's a Blowing Wad original member.
Original.
Original member. Must be very proud of that.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think of the soup and the
proud things in
sandwich?
life.
Bomb.
Good
What are you
stuff.
talking about with the cheese?
You can tell what I'm
This is
talking
good.
about. 3 different kinds of cheeses, right? Fresh Roma tomatoes right from Siena Deli.
Fantastic.
Again, guys, I always talk about it. It's all about the ingredients. Grilled cheese with the special ingredients, your broccoli cheese soup. What else can we say? I think we said it all. We really said it
The
all.
cheese and a tomato in between the cheese, that was the key.
More cheese.
Anything else you guys want to share before we head out?
Great.
Next week, we have a whole bunch of teams competing at the Apollo Games. Sorry, I got a mouthful. So head out to CrossFit Apollo, a bunch of different CrossFit teams. It's a lot of fun. Then we have a branded one November 8th coming up in the area, which benefits veterans and veterans with disabilities. So follow Blowing Wads, follow Johnny Eats.
Johnny Eats a YouTube, Facebook. Check it out, guys. Thank you so much for all the likes, all the shares, the subscribers. This thing's blowing up. We're having a ton of fun. Next week, we have another great episode. Sarah, the famous taster, is going to be on doing
Yes.
some homemade enchiladas. And then we're going to be back at the culinary kitchen in one of the CCSD schools in 2 weeks. Thank you so much. Johnny Eats, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Woo.